All right, let's have a look at the guys that missed out in terms of they were always regulars for the past 5-6 years in the Springbok team, but not quite this time around. And some justified, some not. Inside guys, Faf de Klerk not making the squad.
Yeah, I mean, there's new scrum-offs coming through, playing fantastically well. Youngsters that's really doing well. So, I mean, Faf was outstanding for South Africa. He's involved in 2 World Cup wins. I mean, everyone loves him in South Africa, but sometimes it's time for those youngsters to come through.
All right, I'm going to skip the next one. We'll get back to Vincent Koch, Campo. Your take?
He's aging a bit, I'm afraid. He's done exceptionally well for us, but he's not quite at the same level as some of the younger guys that are on this tour. Fourth and being one of them, but certainly, I think him and Bongi, just the form's not quite there. And the pace of the game perhaps slightly beyond him, the way Rassie wants to play. Not particularly just test rugby, but the way Rassie wants to get them going.
Vililu is the other player where we don't have injured or stand by next to. Jono?
Yeah, I think, again, Vililu, I think he's, blessed to be able to reach his 100th test. But I think at the moment we just have better in those positions. Even though we can, having a go with Cheslin Colby at 15. I think that indicates that we can't create the more depth, because that's also one position where I still feel that we don't have enough cover, with Apelele Fassi being injured. If he's back, I think we should be okay, but we need more depth in 15 as well.
All right, then we've got Evan Rus, Wongi Bonambi on standby, Lucanio Mazola Mapimpi, well, he's on standby, but I think he's banned for a couple of weeks at the moment, he's not?
He's
out of it. Vincent Chuchuka, Asenati Tlabakanya, Salman Murat. You look at that, who's going and who's missing?
Yeah, I think the big name that everyone is talking about is Evan Rus. If you look at his form and how he's playing, and somehow there's just something that Rassie, it must be something that he doesn't like about his style of play. I mean, he gives his all every week, he breaks the line. I mean, I think he was man of the match 2 times in a row now. And I mean, Cameron Hanekom is still out, so he must still come in. So it feels like there's just something there that Rassie doesn't like about Evan Rus, and hopefully you get an opportunity, because I think he's a fantastic player. I think everyone thinks so, but yeah, sometimes it's all about the combinations, Robbi. It's not just about the individuals. How Rassie want to use his loose trios. So yeah, it's interesting that he's not there for me.
Your take on Evan Rus?
Listen, he's got all the makings, but I think what Rassie wants from that loose trio and the mixture of it, perhaps not the right guy for him, but certainly he's got the accolade. Well, he deserves an opportunity at some stage, and I'm sure he'll get it. But right now, there's a specific way they want to be playing the game, and he probably doesn't fit that.
One of the big things that come out when the Springboks have battle stats, watching Evan Rus, man of the match performance, is he hitting the key performing areas that the Springbok national side is looking for?
I think that could be one of the reasons why he's not there. If you look at the way he plays, I think ball in hand, you'll see him all over the show. And certainly with that stats, if that's a measurement or a matrix, you would definitely hit that. But I think for me, just his off the ball work, defense, having maybe a little bit more impact there. I can't remember that I've really seen him put in a massive hit, putting someone back continuously. I think he does it. But I think that's maybe where, on the defensive side, where he could maybe be struggling a little bit, because for them, it's about hitting all those matrix. And I'm not sure on the defensive side that he's actually got that impact.
So the beauty about it all, we've got an opinion about Evan Rus, and he's been in the box squad before box setup, so he knows what's required. So if anything, if there's something that Rassie is not happy with or needs him to work on, it's all within his responsibility. So I think it's only a matter of time. As I said, so many things happen. Hanekom was this rising star, he's injured, Elrich low. So he's almost got to keep at it.
Yeah.
He could be that one guy that we call on the Rugby World Cup quarterfinal 2027.
And I mean, that's good for his attitude. I mean, a lot of guys could become negative, go overseas. He's staying with the Stormers, he's playing his heart out, he's giving his all, he's getting better. And that's the attitude that you want to see. So I'm there as well. I think somewhere he'll get opportunity, and then he must just take it.
And the reality is, I think the Springbok management would give him stuff to work on. It's not just they'll leave him out in the cold and not give him proper feedback. Because if he does do that, and he does hit those metrics, he will be given opportunity.